Hey guys, this is your boy Marcus, and as you can see, Konami PES 2014 demo. The first demo came out yesterday on the PSN store. I don't think it was actually meant to come out, but unfortunately, it was released by mistake. I believe it was a mistake by Sony, maybe Konami's part. I don't really know. No one really knows. But anyway, as you can see here, we have match and training. I'm not going to go into the training mode today. It's just going to be a first match. And of course, you all think this is a live commentary. This isn't a live commentary. This is actually a post commentary because because my microphone wasn't working at the time. But as you can see here, we have 4 teams available: Bayern Munich, Santos, Germany, and Italy. We actually have the first match, of course, will be Germany versus Italy. And yes, so the first thing I actually want to go into, instead of talking about the gameplay straight away, we'll talk a little bit about the game plan. Game plan's a little bit different. It's a little bit more weirder now, and as you can see, I'm swapping between the players like unbelievably quickly, and that's because you don't actually have control of the arrow at the current moment until you actually press X on a player. It's just a bit weird, but I mean, I sort of got used to it by the end. When you're swapping players between positions, it's actually much easier to do it this way instead of having to swap them with using the arrow. It's a bit weird though because the arrows are a bit jerky, if you know what I sort of mean. It's a bit laggy when you're actually trying to swap players. But I mean, I think that's just down to the early demo problems, because this demo, of course, came out, which should have. It's basically from the code which is from E3, so that's when loads of people were complaining about the game. So with that being said, let's just go into the pros and cons of the demo itself before the gameplay will start, and I'll be still talking. But at the current moment, the pros of the game, it's completely different in a very good way. You have to completely relearn the game again, which for some people might be quite annoying. For me, I personally enjoyed playing this, and the good thing with it is the players feel weighty. They actually all the players have a weight to them. Like the likes of Ribery, he is a bit like lighter than everyone else, which makes sense because he's a winger, or a fast winger as well. So that makes sense. But they all feel quite weighty, and they all don't feel particularly slow. But when you actually get like paced through, they actually do feel quite fast, but they don't feel too fast, if you sort of get my thing. And the attacking is a challenge. Now this is a good thing and a bad thing. Now attacking is a challenge because it takes ages to score your goal. Like in this game, I score 1 goal and then I can see the goal. I don't think I win my first game. But the thing which I think is really cool is the fact that how difficult it actually is to score. So it's not really a problem. But of course, as you can still hear in the background, John Champion, Jim Beglin are still the same 2 commentators. Really annoying, but you can't really do anything about that. But the game's also really fun. It's such a fun game to play. I don't know what it was, I don't know how they do it, but it's so fun. It brings in the aspect of physicality really well. Scoring is difficult. It brings a challenge to the game. Sorry, I sort of stopped because I thought, the hell's that noise? It was actually just the German national anthem. It's actually so cool. But you can't spam the through ball from inside your own half. I tried it doesn't actually work. The game looks beautiful, as you can see. All the animations are superb, and some of the faces are really realistic. But how this is there, number 4 is a bit waxy. I'll give him that. He looks a bit weird. The slide tackles are awesome. The satisfaction when you get the ball defending is superb. You just think so cool about it. Goalkeepers are sometimes amazing. Neuer in particular is actually quite a good goalkeeper. One-hand saves look awesome, and there's actually one later on in the video. Shooting is much more complete. Sometimes the shots are weak, but powerful shots are very powerful. Long shots are more difficult to pull off. Like, I've not scored one yet, but I have hit the bar a couple of times, and that's a good thing because it makes it more difficult to score from long range. But I mean, that might cause problems online, so we don't know yet. Hexagons are back. The hexagon stats are back. Crowd reactions are absolutely awesome. As you can hear, the stadium announcers are saying names of the players for Germany, and every single time they say a name, they go, "Hey!" It's really cool. The players' faces are really detailed, and then there's about four or five more things. Team walking onto the pitch looks great. That PES feeling is back officially now. Their crowds are quite detailed. Then you actually see, I'll probably do a little thing for it, but you see people with their shirts off. Not in this crowd in particular, but in the Santos crowd, you actually see people with their shirts off. I'll actually make another video concerning this, but at the current moment, I didn't see it in the Germany match, but it maybe sort of points towards players taking their tops off for celebration. I mean, some people don't actually want that, but I mean, it does add a little bit more realistic because they do that in real life. Being, of course, you get yellow card and all that, but we don't know. Their free kicks are not overpowered, even with the big massive guide to get you there. It still takes quite a lot of like time to actually get a free kick on target, and then you have to put the right power in, or it doesn't really work. And you get dirt on the shirt, which is actually really quite cool when it happens. I actually show it off in this video as well when it actually happens, which is quite cool. I just noticed it when I was playing it. And Jim Beglin, of all the commentators, isn't actually that bad. He's actually pretty decent compared to recent years. He actually comes up with some really good tactical points. So he doesn't actually just come out being like, oh, you're an idiot, or oh no, or oh, he's been doing a good he's been doing a good job. They actually, like, there's a moment where it was like Ozil on the ball, and he was like, Ozil is having some trouble with the ball. Maybe you should play him in more often. But let's go on to the cons of the demo. The majority of them are all early build problems. So the through ball is sometimes overpowered, but you have to see the run first before you can just play the through ball. And you also have to direct the through ball itself. You can't just spam it. Yeah, I've tried this on 100% and it does not work. And then the other things you have to think about is, due to the early build, some problems exist. There are several shown in the video. I'll actually go through them as I'm watching it. Goalkeepers are sometimes awful. Turning circles are a bit big. Responsiveness, some people complained about. I personally got used to it. Some glitches are there due to the early build, like players not running to the ball and players running away from the ball. Sometimes there are no interceptions. Refs are ridiculous. They keep giving red cards for what should be a yellow card challenge. There are frame rate issues, manual passing. I didn't really try the manual passing, but some people are complaining it's not as good as last year. There's quick free kick problems. You don't want to actually take it, but you automatically do. The game plan menu is a bit laggy, like I was saying. I never noticed any heart, as in, you know, the thing which meant to happen. That never happened. And I could see an own goal later on, not in this game, but like 4 or 5 games down the road, and it didn't really do anything. It's 5-minute halves because it's a demo, which it makes it much more difficult for you to attack. You can't just build up play from the back because you have to get forward. Like I was saying, some faces look a bit waxy. Commentary is still poor. John Champion is unbelievably boring. But at the moment, the game would have to be rated by myself personally a 6.5 to 7 out of 10 due to how much fun I actually had with the game. Now that's actually quite big for a game which isn't anywhere near complete, but I have to be perfectly honest, after time the game will most likely become a bit tedious. But this is only from this demo I mean. But I mean, it will keep me entertained for the next 2 weeks. It will keep you entertained for the next 2 weeks. You've got 2 weeks of hardcore videos every day with PES 2014 stuff. So let's get to the actual footage. So here, as you can see, someone was offside, and look how quickly the referee pulled it back and all that sort of stuff. I mean, it is really cool, but this thing, I don't really like this when you're taking an indirect free kick and you have to actually like aim the pass. It's quite annoying, as I overpowered the pass completely. But the game, you have to get used to it. Like I was saying, it's a bit more difficult. It's not as easy as it used to be. But here I get a free kick, and I think it's Schweinsteiger takes it. Look at that, that's a very good animation. There's some problems with transitions, of course, but I mean, this is early build, of course. And I mean, this game, it made it look so amazing. I mean, look at this, Schweinsteiger on the ball, 25 meters out, and it's a bit, I had to get used to doing this because I wasn't really sure how you actually did it. But eventually, I do actually get a shot on target, if I can remember correctly. I think it's on target, or it's just over the bar actually. It's not on target. But look at that, that's a very nice free kick. But I mean, that was perfectly into the top corner and all that sort of crap, and it wasn't going in. So some people will complain that it's not as easy as it should be. And some people will probably complain about that. Majority of people will be actually quite happy with it. It's not as hard as it should be, and it's harder than it should be. Harder than it looks. Really, that's probably one which you'll have to say, because it's not in this game, but it's in another game. Perlo scored a free kick against me, and he just popped into the bottom corner, and I was like, you think I'd be a bit pissed off, but I wasn't really, because I mean, it was a perfect free kick right into the bottom corner, and nothing Neuer could do about it. But the thing which I think is the most interesting is the fact I don't know what difficulty setting this is on. You can't change the difficulty setting. You could see when before the game started that you could see that the players that it was all grayed out, all the other menus. So it will be interesting, because I wonder if this is on professional and I'm getting my ass kicked by the computer. Then I don't know. Like maybe this game is a hell of a lot more difficult, and I actually enjoy that, because it makes the game a little bit more challenging, which is a good thing, really. But here we go into the game plan again. I'm just going to show it off. But look at that crowd in the background, so cool, so detailed. But I mean, here you can see some of the ratings. I'm sure some majority of these are not final, but if they are final, I wouldn't be too disappointed. I think the one I have to be disappointed about is Lam. Philip Lam should not. He's 84 at left back. I'm not sure he is at right back. I think he's at 86 or 87 at right back. Schweinsteiger 88 in centre midfield and defence midfield, and Khedira is an 84 in centre midfield and a 73 in defence midfield. Not really sure why he's a bad in defence midfield, considering that's where he plays for Real Madrid, but it's not my problem now, is it? But the thing which I didn't really enjoy about this demo, and a big sort of thing, was how glitchy it was. But I mean, that's just down to how early the build is. But I mean, that's not, like, I'm sure it's probably already occurred by now, because I had to talk over it, man. I had to talk over it about the pros and cons. But I mean, here, look at this for a goddamn challenge by Mario Gutsa. Now, it's still the same replay system. It's not, I don't think it's changed at all. But I mean, it's a bit less glitchy and all that sort of stuff. But I mean, look at this for a free kick for an absolutely amazing challenge by Mario Gutsa. So the ball is here, and Abati's about to take his first touch. He takes his first touch, and I just was like, slide tackle for the win. I mean, look at this animation. Look at that. I get him, I clip his foot. He sort of falls over, and because I got the ball, it's absolutely amazing. And then here I just think I don't think I could have kept him, but I do keep him play. But from the demo, like from the first impressions I had from the game, I would have to say, personally, my favourite players to play with were actually Mario Götze and Bastian Schweinsteiger, and Thomas Müller was really good as well. Frank Ribery, I think, was a bit weak for me because I've not really got used to the whole use of the right stick to use for your physicality, because it's a bit weird when you're defending. Like, you can shoulder barge people, but you have to use the right stick to push them. If you push the right stick towards them, it actually shoulder barges them as they run towards them. Like, I didn't know this when I was playing this, so I was like sort of like clueless. But I do score some absolutely beast goals with Thomas Müller. But at this moment, see here, 59 minutes from the clock, through on goal, get a shot away, makes a great save, and like there was a thing saying that it's better to take shots weak when you're through one-on-one, because weak shots actually are made up for by accuracy, while the stronger shots are just made up, either is less accurate with your stronger shot, which makes sense. But I mean, that won't really affect some people, like if you get used to it. But again, another nice sliding tackle there from Per Mertesacker, the beast from, I would say, East. But look at that, that's the glitch rush I'm talking about. He gets the ball and he just runs off. And like, I was a bit pissed off when that happened, because I was like, what the hell are you doing, Muller? But I mean, I got so invested in the game that maybe it was a good thing. But I mean, that wasn't really a good thing, because it looked really weird and really awkward. But the thing I did enjoy about it was the fact that at least we all know for a fact this is really, really early build. Some people will complain and go, oh, this game isn't as good as it should be, but it's early build. I mean, stop complaining. But I've also heard, I've been reading some stuff about this demo, and some people were saying it's a lot like FIFA. And if I'm being perfectly honest, this is nothing like FIFA. It seems a bit like FIFA, but it's not. And I got a red card here for Per Mertesacker. I actually think I get another red card for Khedira as well in this match. And I mean, is this a red card challenge? Yeah, it is a red card. That one's a red card challenge for a fact. I mean, I hook his legs from behind him. He's going nowhere. I don't know why I hacked him, but I was going for the ball and it just sort of slipped out of my head. Like, there's nothing I can do. But then Neuer makes a nice easy save. But like I was saying, I've seen some people complain and say it's a bit too much FIFA-like. It's not really FIFA-like. It's just the players are a lot more loose now than they ever used to be. But here is the goal. 79 minutes on the clock. Müller gets through on goal. I take a shot first time. It's a great save from Buffon, and Gutze slides and then scores. Now, this is one thing I do a lot of stuff in the replay to show off some really good stuff, like this celebration. It's the same celebrations from last year, but they're really cool. As you see, Gutze's got a better dirt on his shirt, and you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually show this in the replay. But I mean, it's a nice ball from, I think it was Schweinsteiger or Ozil playing Müller in. And when I took the shot first time, majority of people think, oh, the goalie should have saved this. The goalie has to save this, and he has to push it that way. He can't do it anything else. Gutze is just, fortunately, he's just there to pop it into the back of the net. But I show off the fact that bloody Buffon made a one-handed save, and it looks amazing. Like I was saying, one-handed saves do look very good. I mean, look at this for a one-handed save. Look at that. It's going into the bottom corner. There's nothing. He has to at least try and hit that away. Technically, he should maybe have dived back nearer his line, but I don't know what difficulty this is on. If this is on like a lower difficulty, it makes perfect sense for the goalie to be a bit retarded. But here I'm saying, I show it off really nicely. Müller here takes it first time, and you can see with the path I took that the ball's going right into the bottom corner. And look at that for a save. Look at that for a save. That's absolutely amazing. I love it. Some people will complain, of course, about the victory or nothing. Attack, 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 and go for glory in the background. But I mean, that's just the game. That's just Konami, man. Konami being ridiculous. But I mean, that's always as it is. But here is what I'm talking about. Gutze takes a shot, and it's a nice slide tackle finish. It's right into the bottom corner. But the thing I have to show off is the fact that Gutze has dirt on his shirt when he gets up. Now he didn't have dirt on his shirt when he went down, he had dirt on his shirt when he gets up. As you can see, he's got dirt on the bottom bit, but when he gets up, he doesn't have dirt on his shirt in the middle. In the center of the screen, no dirt on his shirt. Slides, and he hits the ball, he gets up, and what's that? Oh, there's dirt on his shirt. Now that's not really a big thing, really. It's just an interactive thing which I just noticed when I was playing this, and I personally thought was really cool. Look at Mario Guz's face; he's so goddamn detailed. Thomas Muller, all of them. The whole, other than Howardez, who looks weird, all of the other players in the Germany and Italy squad look absolutely amazing. Another thing, Motley looks a bit weird as well. He looks a bit like a sort of fake face, and so does DeSiglio, but Abate looks like Abate, Chiellini looks like Chiellini, Barzagli looks like Barzagli, and Buffon looks like Buffon. But the thing I have to say, I didn't really like, but we already knew this, because from E3 they said that you couldn't substitute players. I don't know what it was. I think it was maybe down to maybe a memory limitation for the demo, because I mean it's only 1.3 gigabytes. Oh, it'd be interesting to see in 2 weeks' time if the demo's still the same size in terms of like thingy, you know, 2 gigabytes. Oh no, 1.3 gigabyte, 3 gigabytes. What am I saying? But yeah. This game is amazing. If you haven't got the demo, I can't help you on that, because I got it from Blues Till I Die 00. Go and check out his YouTube channel. He makes some PES videos, sometimes Football Manager, some other videos, Championship Manager, stuff like that. It's different, really, is what this thing I have to say. But I have to give him full props for getting me the demo, game shared it with me, and all that sort of stuff. So fair props to him. I can't give it to you because it's not my place to give it to. But first HD gameplay, that's what I'm talking about. But anyway, close air on the ball, plays a nice ball. I mean, the through balls, you can't spam them like down the middle. You have to play them down the wings, which I like more, because then it actually allows you to cross it, and the crossing is pretty cool as well. But what's that? I think my first game was my first win. But I played 22 games last night over a space of 4 hours. I won 7, drew 14, and lost 1. That's how difficult this game is. But yes, if you have enjoyed this 17-minute long video of PES 2014, subscribe to my channel for more content from the demo, and catch you later.